Hello, good evening, everyone, dear authors and invited guests. Welcome to Technical Session 7A. Myself, Karthik Bharadwaj, and this session would be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and JR Solistic LLP, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the 9th International Conference on Smart Trend in Computing and Communication, SMARTCOM 2025, Pune, India. The ninth edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held yesterday in Pune, India, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom today and tomorrow, that is 31st and 30th January 2025. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable interactive session throughout the day. In this session, we have 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given 8 minutes for their presentation and 2 minutes for question answers. On 7 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder. There is another request to all the participants and the presenters. Kindly stay connected till the closing remark. If you have any query or doubt, you can write it to me in the chat box. Before moving forward, I would like to introduce you with today's session chair, Dr. Smita Agarwal. Dr. Smita Agarwal is presently working as a professor and head department of Information Technology, JECRC Foundation, Jaipur, India. She's having more than 20 years of teaching experience. She has been HOD for more than 10 years. She's a member of BUS in Nirvan University and a reviewer in Journal of Soft Computing. Ma'am, we welcome you warm-heartedly. I request you to please address our participants. I request ma'am to kindly address our participants.
Am I audible, Karthik?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible to us.
Good afternoon to everybody. I welcome all the participants and request Karthik to start the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, we will start with the first presentation of the day. For the first presentation, I would like to call Ravi for the paper title Deepfake Detection Using ResNetX Deep Learning Architecture. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. I request presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. Mr. Ravi, is there any problem? Okay. So till that solves this problem, let's move towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Vanishri for the paper title Integrating Advanced Technologies in India's Electric Vehicle Market Challenges and Strategic Solutions. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. Let's move towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Vatsal for the paper title IoT-based smart cattle health monitoring system using machine learning for real-time anomaly detection. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation.
Good afternoon, sir. May I share this screen now?
Yes, sir, you can proceed sharing your presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Vatsal Suchak from Charuset, and we have made a presentation. We have made a research paper on a topic named IoT-based smart cattle health monitoring system using machine learning for real-time anomaly detection. These are the outlines of our presentation: abstract, system component, data analysis, practical implementation, and conclusion. The abstract: this paper presents a smart cattle health monitoring system that leverages machine learning for real-time anomaly detection and early health intervention. This system aims to address the challenges of traditional cattle monitoring by enabling continuous and comprehensive health data collection and analysis. The system consists of IoT components such as ESP32, ESP32 and various sensors such as temperature, heart rate, and GPS location. Overview. Traditional challenges that are being faced in the current system. Traditional cattle health monitoring method often rely on manual inspections and are labor intensive, time consuming, and prone to human error. This can lead to delayed detection of health issues, relating in significant economic losses for farmers. Traditional methods are often limited in scope and lack the granularity needed for comprehensive health assessment. IoT-based solution. The IoT-based solution is a remote solution where a farmer can track the health of the cattle, enabling to protectively manage their livestock and optimize herd productivity. Key components: ESP32 equipped wearable jackets with sensor, Jetson Nano for ML processing. Wearable jackets: each cow is equipped with a specialized wearable jacket that houses a variety of sensors. These jackets are designed to be comfortable and safe for the animal, ensuring minimal discomfort during the daily activities. The jackets are equipped with secure data transmission protocol to ensure data integrity and privacy. Sensor and data corrections. The sensors embedded in the jacket collect a range of vital health data, including temperature, heart rate, oxygen rate, and movement pattern, and GPS location. This data is collected continuously and transmitted wirelessly to a local server for processing. Jetson Nano processing unit. Jetson Nano is a platform used as a central server for real-time processing of data collected from the sensor. It utilizes machine learning algorithms to analyze data stream and identify anomalies and trigger errors to the farmers. Jetson Nano works as a central database, a central processor where data is collected from all the sensors and through ESP32 and sent to the Jetson Nano. Jetson Nano processes the data and uses ML algorithm to identify the data. MAX 30100 sensor is used for oxygen rate and heart rate of detection of the cattle. Geo 6M GPS module is used to get the real-time location of the cattle in case the cattle has misplaced. ADXL335 accelerator motor sensor is used for the detection of movement pattern of cattle. The sensor data temperature, heart rate, movement, and GPS. These 4 data are collected and sent to ESP32, and then further ESP32 sends it to the Jetson Nano for processing the data. Real-time anomaly detection using machine learning. Data collection, data pre-processing, machine learning model training, real-time anomaly detection, reports, alerts, and reporting. The machine learning algorithm trained on historical data are able to identify deviations from normal behavior patterns in the collected data, indicating potential health issues. This system uses supervised learning techniques to train a model capable of predicting health anomalies with high accuracy. By leveraging this algorithm, the system can detect subtle changes in the animal's vital signs that may not be noticeable during manual inspection, allowing for protective intervention and improved health outcomes. farmer alert via SMS, app, and health reporting. Alert system: when a system detects anomaly that exceeds predefined thresholds, it triggers alert to the farmer via SMS or dedicated website. This allows for timely intervention and potential prevention of serious health complications. Comprehensive health report. The system generates a detailed health report that provides farmers with a comprehensive overview of their herd's health issue. This report includes historical data, trends, and anomalies identified by the system, enabling farmers to make informed decisions about the livestock management practices. Materials and methods. Hardware. Hardware components include ESP32 microcontroller sensor for collecting vital data. Example are temperature, heart rate sensor, movement, GPS sensor. Wearable jackets and a Jetson Nano platform for data processing and analysis. Software. The system utilizes software components such as Python libraries for data acquisition, machine learning algorithm for anomaly detection, and communication protocols for data transmission and alerts. The system's software is optimized for real-time performance and data security. Pilot testing. The system underwent pilot testing with a small herd of cattle to evaluate its performance and accuracy. The pilot study involved collecting and analysis data over an extended period, comparing the system's finding with traditional monitoring methods. In conclusion, this presentation showcased an innovative IoT-based smart cattle health monitoring system leveraging machine learning. The system demonstrates the transformation potential of AI and IoT technology in the agriculture sector, offering significant benefits in terms of improving livestock well-being, reducing economic losses, and enabling more sustainable and efficient farming practices. This system has the potential to renew the way farmers manage their livestock, leading to a more sustainable and profitable future for the agriculture industry. These are the references that we had taken. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request session chair, ma'am. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Karthik. First, I would like to know from Vatsal that it is a review study or you have done something if you have implemented something else?
Ma'am, we have made a system. It is not a review paper. We have completely made a system on our basis, which has a website which detect. We have a website and a hardware. In hardware we have made a jacket. Jacket includes GPS, Geo 6M GPS module, Max 30100 sensor, and acceleration sensor for the movement detection. Max 30100 sensor is used for oxygen and oxygen.
Can you show me the jacket? Can you show me the jacket?
Ma'am, we have the video image of the components that we have collected and made. Just a second, I'll show you.
Have you designed the jacket?
Yes, ma'am. Just a second, I'll show you.
Karthik, I think Vatsal is not there. Can we start the next?
Yes, ma'am. We can proceed.
Because
Sorry,
he is
ma'am.
not. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am. I turned off my mic. I was not aware about it. I'm just showing you the video. Just a second. Please give me a second. This is the video. And here the website is there. That is live showing the data. It is showing the live data. Here we can see the live data. Heart rate and SpO2 rate. And we have added a button so we can get the exact location from the Geo NPS 6M module, and by email it sends the notification. This is the notifications that it sends via email.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now we are moving towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Nikhil for the paper title Liver Disease Detection using AI/ML. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. I request presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. Let's move towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Yatan for the paper title Mahavitran Help App, a comprehensive mobile application for reporting electrical problems using cloud and location-based services. I request presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation.
Hello, am I audible? Hello. Hello.
Sir, you are not audible to us.
Oh. Am I audible? Hello. Hello, hello.
Yes, yes, you
Yes,
are
sir, now
audible.
you are audible.
I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir, you can proceed.
Okay, I can proceed. Thank you. Uh, hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. Our project title is Mahavitran Help App, a comprehensive mobile application for reporting electrical problems using cloud and location-based services. Our paper title ID is 92. We have three members. I am Yatin Nargotra, speaker. Uh, so there are basically two problem statement which we got to know while we are making the project. The first was existing system issues. So basically, there are many manual complaint. This app we have made is a complaint apps for Mahavitran, the electricity body of Maharashtra, the DIPSOM department. There is manual complaint registration delays resolution, the lack of real-time tracking and complaint status updates, inefficient routing of complaints to the nearest service centers, and security concerns. Complaints can be misused without authentication. Basically, what we want to know, there are like transformer sparking and all the problems arises due to delays, and if they are not uh, they are not repaired and or issue is resolved, uh, it can lead to the grid failure and other changes. The second problem statement we got to know was the scalability issues. While we were making the app, we first used Firebase, which is a Flutter provided by Google. It is a fire is a it is a backend which is provided by Google, but it struggles with the high compute volumes. If we are making this app, we should we would get a traffic of 1 lakh or above. So due to that, we change our backend to Node.js and other technologies. A limited scalability for demanding code, expensive read and write operation leading to high cost, no advanced analytics for control monitoring complaints. So introduction. So Mahavitran Help enables user to easily report the electrical outages, uploading photos and sharing their location via Google Maps. It includes secure user and admin logins, complaints management, and OTP verification. The app improves the performance scalability by migrating backend services from Firebase to AWS or Google Cloud, which is a better option in our opinion. So our objective is basically to enable users to report power outages easily and provide real-time updates on complaint status, use cloud services for seamless scalability, ensure secure authentication with OTP logins, reduce response time by 30% through optimized routing. What we got to know is the government websites are very slow, the traffic is very high, and to resolve that issue, we have migrated to various different technologies like AWS and Google. Um, so methodology and technology, this is basically methodology. So data collection and complaint logging. Users submit complaints with text, images, location via mobile app. Real-time synchronization ensures instant data availability for administrators. Authentication and security, OTP-based logins. We opted that because everyone has mobile number and they can easily get OTPs. User data is encrypted for privacy using this option. Uh, Email can easily be hacked, so we thought the mobile SMS are better for OTP. Routing and complaint assignments. We use the hyacinth formula, which basically calculates the nearest service office uh, through which the problem can be resolved. Admin dashboard and issue resolution. Admins can view, basically we have three tiers of admins, main master admin and the admin which is around the service office. Cloud storage and scalability. Initially, Firebase for real-time database. We use database. Uh, this is technology. Basically, for front-end, we use Flutter, cross-platform UI development for Android and iOS. It was a native option because it can make apps in both iOS and Android. So we chose there. Dart for programming language, which is used in Flutter. Flutter gives Java, Kotlin, and Dart as options. We chose the Dart. Backend Firebase initially, then we got into AWS Lambda and Google Cloud Function targets as the scalability issue was arising. Firestore for database, we use Firestore AWS Dynamo database for real time. Storage AWS S3, Cloud Storage for storing images in cloud. OTP verification for user authentication, AES encryption for secure data storage. Mapping and geolocation, Google Maps API was used and geocoding API was used to geofence the locations and all that. Push notification was given by Firebase Cloud Messaging as it was a cheaper option. Machine learning, future scope, predictive analytics, and AI models. This is a block diagram. Basically, AWS clouds. Basically, user app, it runs on Firebase authentication backend. Then it shows admin panel. Admin panel is traceable through using AWS cloud and admin devices. And the user app is also connected through Google Maps service, and Google Maps services and AWS contact each other back and forth, and the user and give the output to the user device. Performance and evaluation. In initial version of the app, the backend was powered by Firebase. We chosen for its easy of integration with Flutter, as Flutter is also given by Android and Android is through Google, and Firebase is also Google. So they provided a easier integration. But during the testing phase, Firebase initially handled the real-time updates, enabling user to receive immediate notifications regarding the status of the complaints. To address these limitations, the app is currently undergoing the migration to AWS, Amazon Web Services, which offers a more scalable infrastructure. AWS such as EC2 and for computing, S3 for image storing, and Lambda for serverless operations are being integrated to ensure the app can handle a much larger number of users without experiencing performance degradation. This is the basically if we are this is the accuracy graph for the multiple cloud services which we have got to know. Firebase is at the lowest at a 80% ratio. 92% faster is AWS, but on the cheaper side, Google Cloud is cheaper, but it's little bit slower than AWS. This is the weighted precision and recall and F measure of our app. The OTP authentication is the blue one and notification is the red one. So in the precision, like if 100 people are giving OTP in authentication call, around 85% people are getting it nicely, and notification are getting slower by 78%. The recall and F measure are the other standards to measure it. The algorithm we use to define first it's define service scope. This paper
Sorry
exam
to
is
interrupt, sir, but you have 1 minute to conclude.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Uh, we just to we defined the service scope, then we got to know the key comparison features: backend scalability, complaint management, efficiency, security measures, and user interface experience. Then we got the data collection and research categorization, then system comparison and feature analysis. We then identify the trends and patterns. We derive the insights and conclusion, AWS, all that. Uh, then we propose the future one, and this is the main algorithm on which our app works. Start, then the user location gets the feedback. Then we retrieve user offers location, access the database containing longitudes and latitudes. Up, then we apply the Harrison formula to get the nearest office, and we identify we redirect the complaint. This is the flowchart which we have used. Mahavithan help and every database, how is connected, OTP, field technician, backend time. This is our literature survey. On these areas, we have accurate location detection, mobile notification, powerhouse, Firebase, OTP login, and all that. Conclusion, Mahavithan help app provides an efficient solution for reporting electrical outages with notable improved complaint resolution time, scalability, and user security. Transition from Firebase to AWS increased processing capacity by 75%, while Google Maps API integration ensure 99% accuracy. User feedback highlights a positive experience with real-time notification and intuitive interface. Future scope integrating with smart devices, connect IoT for real-time monitoring, then AI-powered analytics we can use to forecast the outages, expanded UI and smart notification to page outages and bills announcement. References are these, and timeline of our project was this. Uh, uh, okay, thank you. I'm done with. We can move on to the question session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request session chair, ma'am. Ma'am, do you have any questions?
Yes, Karthik. Yatin, can you tell me, have you developed this app?
Yes, sir, ma'am. I can show you the app if you want.
Is it working?
Yes, ma'am.
So in the conclusion, in the last slide, you have concluded the results, but you didn't have shown the results in the slides or presentations.
For that, I have created a video, but I couldn't show it uh,
But
due
your
to the
results
time.
are not clear to us.
Okay, ma'am.
Something is missing actually.
Basically, yes, ma'am. Uh, I can show you you if you are okay with that. Can I
Yes, yes,
demonstrate?
yes. You can
Yeah.
how you reports are generated, how you are doing data analysis, how you are testing the performance. Everything is
Uh,
missing.
okay, ma'am. Just a minute. Is it visible?
Yes.
So. So this is the login sign up field. I can. This is registration successful. We are logging in. This is how we log in the complaints. This is the complaint page. We can start for this is a dummy image. When we click on it, gives the result in the dashboard. Dashboard screen is visible, and This is the user side experience. Admin can, this is the admin mail. He can register also. This is the admin dashboard. He can view the image of the sparking, which the image was given. Complaint the user has sent. Okay, and he can also view the Google Map location. It gives on the Google Maps. And now this was the earlier video. Now we have also implemented the location-based services using AWS. Just a minute. I could share another. So just a minute, it's calculating. Crash, I guess. Basically, ma'am, it calculates the nearest location office and gets us to know we have used an API on backhand. So that's how it works.
How you have generated the reports?
Reports the user sends, ma'am. It is visible in the video I shown you. The
Okay.
reports are the user sends the photo, and when he clicks the photo, he gets the option of sending it using the live cam, or he can if he had captured the image already, he can show it. He can
Okay.
send it. When he sends it, the geo coordinates of his location are already sent in the, like here you can see this is the laptop interface. So here are the all the options which we got to know from the Mahavitran side, conductor snapping, box open, and all that. The dashboard is here. See the distance from the nearest office 0.82 kilometers, 1.30 kilometers, 6.98. The problems which we have captured, the nearest location is visible in that manner, and the admin can view the Google Maps location and go to the location and get to know the problem and fix it. Basically,
Okay.
that's the NAP.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Good.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now we are moving towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Rani for the paper title Methodologies for Visual Memes Content Analysis. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am, your screen is visible to us.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ms. Arya Slande, and I am going to present a paper with ID 169 that is based on the methodologies for the visual memes content analysis. Two more authors are there, but I am as a speaker. I am presenting this paper. So first of all, we are we should aware what do we mean by visual memes. So memes are in this digital era, it is a communication channel or a communication media through which we can interact with the society, or we can share any information at a rapid speed. So memes, it is just a rapidly consumed, relatable and often comedic form of media that can take a form of images, videos, audio clips and etc. So typically it is humorous in nature. Memes are widely copied and shared across the internet, often with the slight variation, and memes are the cultural symbol on the social ideas transmitted via the text, images, videos, or other multimedia formats, often with the humor or satire. Then this is the example. Basically, in the pandemic, mostly the word it is used using the mobile. Sorry, using the mobile phones, and because of the pandemic environment, they are just trying to whatever the related images coming from the social media. They are just trying to add something more which related to the situation or related to the that particular period, and they used to attach some their creations and try to share it. Okay, so these kind of memes we basically came across during that period. So the characteristics of the memes are it is usually a simple, concise and easy to understand at a glance, and making them highly shareable on the social media. So it is able to spread the rapidly across the internet and reaching the large audience in the short time. But frequently draw on current event, these visual memes basically draw on current event, pop culture or shared societal experiences, making them timely and relevant. So these memes, these visual memes contain some more data. When it comes to the combination of images, text, videos and all, it is known as the multimodal memes. And instead of using the traditional papers, basically these memes generated by the apps and shared rapidly. So memes which are used in the social media due to the use of the rapid use of the net, it may possible that they can combine with the different kind of images and words and convey the negative or the hateful messages. So we can say that it is a information explosion because of the easiness for the publishing and sharing the content online. It contains a vast amount of information overwhelming users' ability to consume it effectively. So the development of the social media platform has facilitated the widespread use of the multimedia memes, making them a powerful tool for the online communication. But if we see at the challenges related to the memes analysis, yes, there are some challenges because of the unlike traditional tasks, the images and text in the often weak or the no correlation. Each modality plays a significant role in interpreting the memes message. Now it depends on the whoever the facing that particular image. It depends on his interpretation, how he or she is going to interpret it. So the benefits of the memes are it is highly shareable as it goes viral on the social media. When the meme resonates with the people, they are more likely to share it with their the social circle. The audience connections, it is unique to engage and connect with your target audience on a personal level. So basically it is used for the brand humanization also. Versatility to various contexts and can be used across the different platform and the campaigns. And because of the creating and sharing, it is very much easy and budget friendly. It is easily spread over the media. Additionally, implementing a robust video-based meme coding system, the meme tracking, a popularity analysis can serve the multiple purposes like the brand monitoring, trend predictions, content selection for journalism, emergency management, event spotting, and improving the content retrieval. These kind of memes you can during the election period also you can or the opposers can use these memes to publish the negativity about the opponent. Now, the multimodal analysis, which is a combination of different kind of data like text, image, and audio. So it is an interpretation of different data types to understand the complex content better. So why the multimedia analysis is important? Because it contains the visual and textual elements. It requires the multimodal analysis because they often combine the images and text to convey messages, making it crucial to analyze both simultaneously. The importance of this, it is a comprehensive understanding, enhance accuracy uh, by making the memes classification and interpretation, for the better sentiment analysis, trend prediction, and the culture insights. The real world applications beyond the memes, multimodal analysis is crucial for application in the field like social media monitoring, digital marketing, human computer interaction, and more, where the complex data type must be integrated and understood holistically. The importance of analyzing memes, having the two types, you can check it is having the two kind of importance, one on the social impact and second on the research opportunities. If we focus on the social impact, it is on the influence the public opinion and the culture, where the memes can shape some opinions, it affects the social trends and reflect the current events, where in the research opportunities, it insights into the social political trends, sentiment analysis and the communication pattern. It helps us to understand the sentiment and the patterns. There are some importance, it has some challenges also due to its multimodal nature. So it may possible that it creates ambiguity because of its multimodal nature. So there are some difficulties while analyzing the memes, like understanding both visual and textual components, and the contextual ambiguity they often carry. So the research scope, which I have presented through this paper, that is basically the focus on the study on different kind of methods available for this visual meme content analysis. So majorly it is categorized into three, that is qualitative, quantitative, and the mixed method strategies. The purpose is to provide a foundational understanding of the meme analysis methodology and explore the emerging technologies and the interdisciplinary applications. The feature extraction techniques which are suggested through these methods are the visual features, because if there is a combination of image and text, so first we need to extract the meaning of that image, the text, and the fusion technique, by when the text and images combinedly used to interpret or to pass some message to the society. So for the visual features, there are some popular algorithms which is used for the image analysis, like a CNN, to process and extract the features from the images, including the object detection, image classification, and pattern recognition. In the textual feature, like a
Sorry
natural
to interrupt,
language
ma'am, but you
processing,
have 1 minute
BART.
to conclude.
Okay, sir. BART-like system for the text extraction, and the fusion method, where we can use combining these visual and textual features. So methodology overview, these based on this methodology, like qualitative, it's qualitative basically works on why we are doing this, or it uses the subjective judgment based on the soft or the non-quantifiable data, where in case of the qualitative, it is a mathematical approach that collects and evaluates the measurable and verifiable data in order to evaluate the performance, which makes better decision and predict trends. Like we can say that it is a statistical analysis, where in case of the qualitative, we can say that it is a non-statistical analysis. And the mixed method, where we can use some combined qualitative insights with the quantitative breadth, like integrating similes with the data-driven metrics. So these are the comparison table which we have provided along with the strength and limitation related to this methodology. Then we have this methodology diversity available for analyzing the visual memes, each with the unique strength and limitations. So these are provided over here through by for that we have referred some papers through which we came to know that related to each and every method there are some strength and limitations available, and likewise some applications are also there. And this is the comparative overview to help the researchers. We select the appropriate methodology for the visual memes content analysis based on their specific research goals. Here we can, or any researcher can refer this depending on their aim. This is the mathematical model which are presented by analyzing the different kinds of method, where the core components are the textual content, visual content, and the contextual information. There are some mathematical representation which are suggested, like a semantic representation, emotional context, from the images or from the text and the variability potentials. The tools basically used for the CNN for the image recognition, NLP for the textual and the sentiment analysis. It is a mathematical model and statistical model for the trend prediction. The ethical concern like issues with the memes reuse and modification are there. So it is related to the consent and the copyright violation and context distortion leading to the potential misuses. The cultural sensitivity, it risk of the cultural appropriation and stereotyping, and border impacts are the ethical implication of the rivalry, serious issues like mental health and injustice. There are some emerging trends in the meme analysis, like AI-driven tools are available, as I told you earlier, like for the sentiment and human pattern recognition. And real-time trend prediction is also there, that is a tracking meme virality across the platform. And cross-cultural analysis, the tools to bridge the language and the cultural barriers in the meme analysis. These are some applications of this, we can use such kind of memes for the marketing and branding purpose. So we can consider it as a tool for the audience engagement and visibility. The tracking the social and the cultural trends. So we can predict the trends, social trends, and track it by using these memes. And public sentiment analysis, again understanding the opinion on the political, social, and economic issues. There are some challenges and the future scope also. The rapid evaluation of meme formats, because nowadays, because of the easiness, the availability of app on the mobiles, it is very much easy to reconstruct the images with some text, videos, and all. So it may contain some challenges. Sorry, it is having most of the challenges which we will face in the future also. So integration of the multimodal data, cross-cultural and longitudinal studies to track the trend over time. The conclusion is like visual memes are the influential digital artifacts. Methodologies provide diverse insights into the cultural and the social tracks. Interdisciplinary collaboration and emerging technologies are key to advance the meme analysis. The future research should embrace the multimedia nature of the memes and the global cultural diversity. These are the references which through which we have designed that table. And thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request session chair, ma'am. Ma'am, do you have any questions?
Yes, Karthik. I would like to ask one question from the participant. Can you tell me, ma'am, is there is anything new that you have implemented? Any new
Basically,
concept,
ma'am,
any
this is
new algorithm?
yes, ma'am. We were planning to implement algorithm for this, but this is just a review paper through which we are just reviewing how many methods and what are the content required for the analysis. So this is just a review paper which
Okay,
I have presented.
okay. So it's a kind of review paper.
Yes, ma'am.
So, ma'am,
Yes.
what are the key points that you have highlighted during that review study?
Uh, there are different kinds of methods are available, but whatever the mathematical representation we have planned, so because of the multimodal nature of the memes, we have identified there are some textual content should be reviewed, image content should be reviewed, and the emotional content. For that purpose, we have identified some features like availability, scalability of these, the feature extraction methodologies which are available. So from that, we can develop some mathematical model to analyze this content.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we are moving towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Nitika Sharma for the paper title Predictive Analysis of Apple Stock Market Trends, a Data-Driven Approach. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay. Excuse me, is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, your screen is visible to us. You can proceed.
Okay, thank you. So I am going to present my paper on predictive analysis of Apple stock market trends, a data-driven approach. So yeah, we all know that stock market prediction plays a crucial role in investment strategies, allowing investors to make informed decisions. However, due to volatile and non-linear nature of stock prices, accurate prediction remains a challenging task. Traditional statistical models often fall short in capturing complex market behaviors, which has led to the rise of artificial intelligence and machine learning techniques in financial forecasting. So in this paper, um, we have used the combination of AI and ML in predicting the stock market increase or decrease. So because artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence and ML plays a crucial role and has simplified the prediction of the stock market for everyone. So the main objective or the primary objective of this research is to evaluate the predictive performance of advanced ML models on Apple in incorporated stock data from 2014 to 2024. And it is by analyzing the historical trends, we aim to determine the most effective model for predicting future stock market movements. These are our objectives. Then comes the literature review, which means the previous research contributions for this similar topics that we have taken. And just for information that we have just enhanced the results. We have not done something different than what people have. We have just enhanced the results. These are the challenges that we faced for stock market predictions. That is volatility, long-term forecasting, and sentiment integration. Methodology. So for the methodology, we used the data set from Apple Incorporated stock prices 2014 to 2024, and we had these attributes named as closing price, opening price, high and low price, trading volume, derived features. And in derived features, we had two categories, that is price change, which is a difference between the consecutive day closing prices, and we had a target variable which has a binary classification, that is 1 or 0. 1 signifies a positive change, that means increase in stock market increase in stock prices, and 0 means no or negative changes, that means no or 0 changes. Then these are our the process that we had. The first process that we had was data collection, then pre-processing, feature selection, model training, hyperparameter tuning, evaluation metrics. And in model training, we used we had these models that we used for training our data set, that is logistic regression, XGBoost, ANN, RNN, LSTM, and ARIMA. And since we worked upon a time series data set, RNN was the most preferred, and the LSTM one. That's why we have taken these models. Now, results and discussions. The result of the study indicates that LSTM outperformed all other models, achieving an accuracy of 96.50%, making it the most reliable method for stock market prediction. Then comes ARIMA, a traditional statistical model, provided relatively strong short-term forecasts with 90.91 accuracy, but struggled with handling the complexities of non-linearity. XGBoost performed well with an accuracy of 92.10, surpassing logistic regression and ANN, which achieved 85.34 and 88.76% respectively. These findings highlights the superiority of deep learning models like LSTM in capturing sequential dependencies and predicting stock market price trends and high precision. These were the graphs that we got during our execution of the model. And conclusion. In conclusion, this research demonstrates that LSTM is the most effective model for predicting Apple stock price trends, offering significant advantages in accuracy and robustness over traditional models. While ARIMA serves as a useful statistical foundation, it is less effective in handling nonlinear stock price patterns. That's it. And these are the references that we worked upon or we took for our complete research paper. We took 11 references, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request our respected session chair, ma'am. Ma'am, do you have any questions?
Yes, Karthik, I have a question to the name of the participant is Nitika, Ritika, what?
Ma'am, it's Nitika.
Ritika, ma'am.
N-I-K-A.
Okay, Nitika. Okay, Nitika, can you tell me the full form of LSTM and ARIMA?
Ma'am, LSTM is long short term memory.
And ARIMA?
ARIMA is let me remember, ma'am. ARIMA is autoregressive integrated moving average, most probably.
What can you tell me the meaning of this?
So, ma'am, ARIMA is basically a statistical time series forecasting model, which is mostly used for analyzing and predicting stock market, or we can say time series data set.
So the methods you have chosen or used to implement this. So you have implemented few of the methods, right? And maximum accuracy you have achieved is at 85%, right?
No, ma'am, it's 96 point. Let me check the accuracy, ma'am. It's 96.50, which was achieved by LSTM.
LSTM, okay. So the method you have used in the to predicting the stock prices. So why you have only choose that method? Is there was any particular reason you have adopted or you have selected only few of the methods?
No, ma'am. Actually, since we worked upon time series data set, we knew that not a lot of models like linear regression, then SVM models wouldn't be working on this because we are working on a time series data set, and time series data set is best resolved, or we used LSTM, then ARIMA, ANN, RNN best for time series data set because those models are made for time series data set. So they give the best accuracy and precision.
So what the data set you have took from the Apple, na?
Yes, ma'am.
So why Apple?
Ma'am, because we wanted to work upon Apple only since it's a very nice
Have you
company.
compared your results with the any previous works
Yes,
that
ma'am.
has
We
been
worked
already
on.
published and done
Yes,
by the
ma'am.
authors?
Yes, ma'am. We took a lot of references and we analyzed a lot of research papers that people have done before us, and we came up that not a lot of people are receiving 96.50 as their accuracy. So we tried working upon that, and luckily we got that on a better than the previous research papers.
So how many attributes you took in the data set?
Um,
How many attributes you have used in the data set?
ma'am, in total
What?
seven. In total seven.
How many?
Total seven.
Which one? Can you name them?
Closing price, opening price, high and low price, trading volume, price change, and target.
Okay. What was the target?
Target basically refers whether there was a price increase in stock market or no changes, or the stock market fell down.
And what about any external factors?
No, ma'am, we removed those because they were not giving
Okay.
us the best accuracy, so we had to remove them.
Okay. So have you done any data pre-processing task?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Yes, ma'am, we did data preprocessing task where we removed a lot of null values, missing values, then some strings that weren't going well with the data set. So we removed all those columns and rows, and then we performed the execution of these models on our data set.
Okay, Nitika, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we are moving towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Anand Nikam for the paper title Secure Data Sharing Using Blockchain. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, a very good afternoon to everyone present here. So I will be presenting my paper titled as Secure Data Sharing Using Blockchain. The paper ID is 85 and the authors are myself, Anant Nikam, Atharva Gangapure, Samar Deshpande and Dr. S. V. Shankarna. So before we begin, I would like to start by understanding the difference between these key figures, which is the currency and decentralized. So as far as currency is concerned, we know in India it is the rupee. So the central authority is by a central bank, whereas in decentralized system, there is no central authority. It operates on a network of computers, or we can say nodes. So what about the trust factor? Because as compared to blockchain, it is a decentralized technology which is mainly used for its security. So trust in a decentralized is the underlying technology, as I mentioned. Whereas in currency, it relies on the issuing authority, like we can say Reserve Bank of India. Similarly, for transparency, like we are not used to see all the transactions taking place because RBI will not allow that. But on decentralized, they are recorded on a public blockchain. So any malicious things can be noted. Security. Yes, currency is typically secure but vulnerable to hacking and counterfeiting. On the other hand, decentralized technology uses more secure techniques like cryptographic algorithms or distributed nature of the nodes. Regulation. As mentioned, currency, like since it is controlled by a central bank or the government, we can say it is regulated by government. On the other hand, decentralized is not dependent directly on the government. There are some legal things that go with it, as we saw dollar, rupees, euro. On the other hand, decentralized leads to like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. So I go to the next screen now. Right. So abstract. So we know that among the primary concerns now, especially in the digital era, secure sharing stands prominent. This is because we need a lot of integrity, confidence in this. What does this mean? This basically means that the which assures that data is accurate, complete, and consistent. And blockchain technology promises much towards this because of its decentralized nature and immutable nature. As explained below, all the transactions recorded on a blockchain. So everything is transparent. So we had performed a literature survey. So basically it gives us an initial idea about the findings. So first, by Ajay Shrestha, they proposed an architecture on key management and blockchain. So basically it stores the data on Azure SQL or Amazon RDS and healthcare for purposes. And second one is for blockchain along with ML algorithms, which we know that AI ML techniques, they can help us. So this was proposed by Mishra and Kamath, whereas application is in law firms, healthcare and medical purposes. Third one is used for it's a consortium blockchain using a timestamp based approach. So consortium blockchain basically means that a group of people come together, and timestamp means each transaction is recorded on a particular time. So as it is recorded, each timestamp contributes to a particular transaction. So for smart grids, intellectual property rights, where timing is very important. The fourth one is explained a very brief working of the blockchain, how it is, what it does, cryptocurrencies, which can be used for IoT applications. And the last one, like PDS based data sharing. Okay, so what are the aims and objectives? First, decentralized control. It, as mentioned before, decentralized means that central authority is not needed. This means that there is no one point of failure. each transaction is recorded. Then security, we are using some cryptography methods to protect data from unauthorized access and tampering. So transparency. So basically, transparency means that whatever the stakeholders involved, all the transactions are visible and not hidden from anyone. There is a transparent nature. Smart contracts. So another one important objective is to design smart contracts. What this means, they are terms which are written directly into the code for automation purposes. So no need to manually write it each and every time. So the block diagram. So basically, first we will start by user registration on a portal. Then we will, what user will choose a particular data. We will encrypt it. So we can use like a MetaMask wallet for integration for the blockchain transaction. So once it is shared, we'll use like a private hash key which is generated with the help of like a hard hat. So based on that, the smart contracts will verify and then will store the data on the blockchain network. Then some permissions granting can be done with the help of smart contracts. So they are self-executing in nature. Then the recipient request access. So once data is shared, we have to decide whom should we give it to or share it with. This is done by the recipient, means the receiver we can say, or the one who wants that. Then validating permissions. So obviously when we're sending, we cannot send it to anybody. We should know that who is the receiver and receiver should know who is sending it. So we have to validate it. So this can easily be done by working through them or ensuring that their keys are correct. So other person cannot come in between and manipulate. So same as we are encrypting, we'll retrieve the data hash and we can decrypt the data and share it. So ultimately it will be complete. So project features. So this secure data sharing using blockchain, mainly there are four ways by blockchain solves the problem. One is decentralized technique, immutability, transparency, and smart contracts. So decentralized, as I had mentioned, there is no single point of failure, so greater security among nodes. Immutability, once data is written, it will be stored. So it is possible to identify any potential like frauds or financial cases, etc. Transparency, all data transactions are recorded and traceable. So auditors can easily verify what data is accessed and when. Because in our research, we found that timestamp approach is also a good approach, but implementing it for large may be difficult. So this is one challenge, like scalability wise also, like how we will do that. Smart contracts. So automating is one of the key features in today's time. So smart contracts can automate the access control feature basically. So this is the project feature in a step-by-step manner, like step-by-step data sharing. Then there will be a transaction flow as explained. Then after encryption, there will be decryption. So data sharing process will be like this. So security features, especially in today's time, I have mentioned that people want more security. So data integrity must be there. What it means, so that whenever we are sharing, it must be unaltered, right? So this is an important feature. And authentication, obviously we need blockchain based authentication using public private key pairs. So these key pairs will be generated on an address by hard hat authorization and permissions. So they are smart contracts basically for granting permissions as explained in the block diagram. And auditoring, so tracking the activity using the blockchain. So what are the use cases of the secure data sharing using blockchain? So I have just noted few of them, like healthcare. So like, traditionally we used to store it manually like pages, but that leads to data redundancy because large amount of time is invested. So healthcare means you can easily share them and store them. Then finance, secured exchange of financial transaction and records. Government and public sector, for storing and secured sharing of sensitive document like KYC, etc. So supply chains, like tracking and sharing data across supply chain partners, verifying the process in the supply chain. Next, I will move to the advantages of the blockchain-based data sharing. So one of the is obviously security as compared to traditional methods, like no, there is no manual intervention, minimum manual intervention. Then transparency, because immutability is a key factor of blockchain. So immutable records of data transaction. Then cost efficiency, like we are not depending on third party intermediaries, so there is no slow process. But as we go on increasing, the system might become loaded with transactions. Then efficiency. So we have a faster data sharing process through the use of smart contracts. So obviously, when we are developing, we have to do literature survey, and from that, some challenges and limitations have come to know. One of them is scalability. So as I mentioned, in one of the reviewers, one of the research papers had the timestamp based approach. So for a large user base case, it will be difficult to note each and every one of them. Then cost of implementation. So as we are using like MetaMask wallet for local testing, but for cost of implementation is high, especially using cloud. Then regulatory and compliance issues. So we know that in India, it is not completely known for security, like should we go, not go with blockchain, but it is a new technology. So there are some rules and regulations which need to be followed. So requirements, Remix ID, VS Code, Solidity, React, JS, and MetaMask. So blockchain network. So we will be using like a public blockchain like Ethereum, which can be easily be tested. Nodes mean the computers involved. Then smart contracts. The purpose will be to automate the data sharing, permissions, access controls, and recording transaction on the blockchain. So language is Solidity for Ethereum, which we'll be focusing on. So deployment is one major uh, component for our project, and basic implementation like on the blockchain network and accessibility by the application backend. So technologies, decentralized storage is a major part. So for that we have to use the IPFS. So basically what it does is that everything is accessible to the parties involved. Then usage, we can directly store them on the metadata based on the blockchain. And the access, so direct integration with the smart contracts to minimize the manual intervention. So further we can use techniques such as database administrator or enhanced monitoring if we are going for extremely crucial data. And as there are some challenges like smart contract and blockchain
Sorry to
limitations as
interrupt,
well.
sir, but you have 1 minute to conclude.
Yeah, sure. So deploying smart contracts on Ethereum may be costly, as I had mentioned earlier. Then private key management, as we're generating the private keys, so if someone is not very well aware of, it can lead to lack of knowledge and their process. So data privacy measures such as blockchain's immutability conflict with regulations like GDPR's right to forget. So these are some rules and regulations that we need to keep in mind. Like GDPR is basically general data protection regulation. So the functionalities which we will include: access control contracts like manage role-based access control, adding, removing, granting, data encryption for encryption details and providing them key management, data storage contract, store on the chain metadata, file type, upload type, and hash. So it basically means like storing the metadata, and data ownership contract to handle the data ownership. So here is the final conclusion that secure data sharing is a critical concern in today's digital ecosystem in sectors like healthcare, finance, supply chain management, etc. So blockchain technology offers a decentralized, tamper-proof, and transparent framework for secure data exchange. So implementing a blockchain-based secure data model enhances trust among stakeholders. So there is some future scope, that is integration with AI and IoT, because AI is a booming, and we can integrate blockchain and AI and IoT for data analytics and other industries such as smart cities, healthcare, logistics, and regulatory frameworks as well, where more focus will be on development. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request session chair,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Ma'am, do you have any questions?
No, no, Karthik.
Okay, ma'am. Now we are moving towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Divyendra Rath for the paper title, The Smart Trends of Using Healthcare Apps to Engage Customers. I request presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. Sir, you're not audible. Sir, you are not audible. Sir, is there any problem? Sir, you are not audible to us. Ma'am? Smita ma'am, can you hear sir?
No, he is not audible. He is not audible, Karthik.
Yes, ma'am. Divyendra sir, you are not audible. Ma'am, shall we continue till sir fixes his issue? Sir, kindly disconnect and rejoin. Sir, kindly disconnect and rejoin. Till that, we are moving towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Tanisha for the paper title Video Activity Detection Using Deep Learning. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, your screen is visible to us.
Okay.
You can proceed.
Yes. Good afternoon. Myself Tanisha Baradia, and I'll be presenting on behalf of my group on a survey paper with ID 142 and titled Video Activity Detection Using Deep Learning. Just a second. For some reason, I'm not able to operate on my presentation.
Oh, ma'am, you can share it to me in the chat and I can present it on your behalf. Is this okay?
Yes, definitely. Give me a second.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. So my paper ID is 142 and title is Video Activity Detection Using Deep Learning. Sorry. Yeah. Starting with introduction. Ensuring public safety and security is top priority for both government and private sectors. Traditional video surveillance systems, which depend on human operators for monitoring, often fall short due to attention limitations and the overwhelming volume of data. To overcome these challenges, our project aims to integrate deep learning into video surveillance for enhanced security operations. By leveraging deep learning techniques, we aim to enhance model robustness, which is to improve object detection accuracy across diverse and unseen environments. Second is to reduce the training dataset, which require a load and volume of label dataset. And third is to improve computational efficiency. That is to optimize training process by sharing representations across tasks. Now the purpose and motivation. First is to primarily focus on enhancing the public safety. Second is the smart surveillance. Third is affordable solution. Fourth is integrating AI, which is in boom. That is to enhance our accuracy and the decision-taking capability. Fifth is versatile applications. Taking forward, there are different types of DL algorithms, which is single stage detectors and two stage detectors. So in our survey paper, we have considered different algorithms, which includes SSDs, FRCNN, and YOLO. There are different features of YOLO, which has made us compelled to select it as one of the algorithm, which helps us to carry out real-time video detection and surveillance system. Now, first of all, we carried out our survey by first going through many different IEEE published papers. We went through different we started off carrying out survey between different algorithms. And to begin with, we studied different publishing papers of IEEE, understanding the trends and advancements and comparing them based upon different parameters, in which FRCNN, though it has better accuracy and SST being the normal one, YOLO offers the best results when it comes to detecting faster moving objects. And in that, even though YOLO V9 is the latest version, we are focusing on our work with YOLO V3 version. As we know, it is pre-trained on COCO dataset, which has almost 80 datasets. We are trying to fine-tune it and again train it with other classes so that we can use it for public safety. These are the results of our different algorithm comparisons. So here, even if we see FRCNN is far better in terms of recall and average precision, but when we talk about mean average precision and the speed, YOLO is better than them. So we see on the left side, the image shows that the model is first recognizing the knife based upon the boundary predicting boxes it makes. Further, we trained it on other classes, which we labeled it by ourselves, and it is also able to recognize gun as an object. This is a basic block diagram of how YOLO works. First, it starts with input image pre-processing, and further, the darknet 53, which is a CNN, it is used for feature extraction and formation of feature map. Further, bounding boxes and class predictions are made using NMS. Here, non-maximum suppression makes sure a anchor box is selected with maximum accuracy and recall score. Further, the output is detected, loss functions are used so that during the training, the weights are updated for better outputs. Then again, it is trained, optimized, and finally it is deployed. So right now in our project, we are in a stage of training where we are adding and implementing additional classes. Further execution. So right now, even though our work is based upon images right now, which we are using, our future goals would be to work on video feed, which the YOLO can do at the frame rate of 65 per second. Next is real-time processing, trying to make sure that our surveillance system and the algorithm we are developing, it can catch the photos and the videos, even in the worst condition of lighting and the weather across India. We would also be trying to integrate some kind of alert system, which may be in the form of messages or emails. And in the conclusion, as per our survey, we have determined that FRCNN has an inference speed of 5 frames per second, whereas the YOLO goes up to till 45 or 60 frames per second. It has maintained a minimum average precision of 63% and will be working to work on newer versions of YOLO. There are n number of references we have referred. We have gone through almost 30 IEEE papers to make sure we are in line with trend. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request session chair, ma'am. Ma'am, do you have any questions?
Yes, yes, Karthik. Ma'am, can you tell me the main purpose and objective of this your topic, and why you have choose this topic for the research purpose?
Actually, public safety has been the new concerning topic. And given the existing technology and solutions, we are trying to optimize it in better way. We are targeting multi-object detection, which has not been achieved yet with greater efficiency. So we are trying to work on that.
Have you done implementation on that
We
multi-object?
are No, right now that is our aim, but right now we are working on training our pre-trained model on additional classes.
So till now, what you have done? What you have implemented?
Right now, actually, we have implemented a basic GUI along with, we were first of all carrying out different comparisons between the algorithms. So we were working with that. And now we'll be,
So it is just a review study.
yes, ma'am, this is our survey paper.
Hello.
Yes. Hello, actually, this is our survey paper and we are trying to work on its implementation now.
Okay, you have just reviewed the papers.
Right.
Okay, so you didn't implemented anything till now.
No, so basically this is survey paper, but we are right now in the stage of training our model.
You have
But,
data set,
we
data
are
available
collecting
with.
one. So apart than COCO data set, we have collected some other 10 classes which we are working on.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now we are moving towards the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Ravi for the paper title Deepfake Detection Using ResNet Deep Learning Architecture. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. I request the presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation. Moving on to the next presentation. For the next presentation, I would like to call Divyendu for the paper title The Smart Trends of Using Healthcare Apps to Engage Customers. I request presenter to kindly proceed with their presentation.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you are audible to us.
Okay, okay, thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Karthik sir, and good afternoon, Smita madam. Uh, First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the organizer for giving me this opportunity. And today I am joining here for giving the presentation on the topic of smart trend of using healthcare apps to engage the customers. Now, myself, the presenter Divyendu Roth, and there are other co-authors, Dr. Urunang Giri, the Associate Professor of Holden Institute of Technology, Dipanita Chakraborty, Pooja Theory, Saraksi Chatterjee, and Sambo Chatterjee. Now, first, I would like to say about the healthcare app. Actually, there are two terms. First one is the healthcare, and another one is the app. Healthcare means it is a integrated network, which is for the basically for the human medical treatment but medical sector, and applications apps means it is totally digital, and it produce using the algorithms, and it is used for the iPhone mobile phone for usability of customer, and it helps to provide the better service. So both, if I join both, then we can find the healthcare app, and it is basically for the subsector like pharmaceutical, like hospitals, like pathological lab. So there are many apps are nowadays very popular, like Pharmacy, Tata 1mg, Medizi, and Sasta Sundar. All are basically pharmaceutical part, and there are many pathologies. Those develop their own apps for the customer use. And Doctors on Demand, this is a app which is basically for the online consultation, and there are some registered doctor over there. So it provides the flexibility and ordering the medicine and other services for the customer use. So we set our objective at to study how technology can engage customer and how much it can influence customer intention to use healthcare app services, and also to study the intention among the customer to adopt healthcare apps in the recent times. So in the in from the papers in background, we set some parameter, and we set the hypothesis. So at first, their perceived benefit and trust. So there is a relationship among the perceived benefit and the trust. Basically, perceived benefit means the positive state of mind which is getting after consuming goods or services. It can achieve after full satisfaction or comfort. It is totally depend on the psychology of the customer. Basically it differs to customer, whereas the mobile application give more advantage to the customer in by the several benefits. The mobile application provides to the customer like 24 into 7 hour service, and less delivery time and cost effectiveness, and as well as there are very easy replace opportunity in online system. Basically after the pandemic, this kind of online benefit towards the customer, it increased day by day. There are also home delivery facility which is very much attracting and beneficial to the customer. So basically for long time it makes a goodwill to the customer, and which develop a trust level, and this trust level motive or this trust level, the interest of the customer grows to adopt this kind of smart system or healthcare system. So it basically fix that in hypothesis one, uh, the perceived benefit and the trust, it is positively correlated. In other side, there is perceived risk, which is one another psychological, which creates from some losses like financial fraud, unskilled technician who is not provide the service properly, delay delivery time, complex return procedure, server issues, possibility of data leakage. This kind of risk, which is basically create a negative impact in the customer mind. So this negative impact the reduces or decrease the trust level among the customer, which basically negatively correlates with the trust and perceived risk. So it is inverse, weird inverse. And another one is technology anxiety. Basically in rural belt or illiterate people, or those are using smartphone recent days by new user, they are basically not aware for the information, right? And they basically they have lack of confidence to use this kind of apps. So basically say they do not avail the benefit which is which is basically they can avail. But that's why for lack of confidence they have increased the anxiety level for using this app, so their trust level also decrease. So the fearness or the less confidence basically reduce their trust level, and it is basically a hypothesis which shows the negative correlations among the technology anxiety and trust. And another one, that is the trust and the intention to adopt care. So if a customer feels more benefit from using the healthcare app, then they their trust level will increase and they easily adopt the healthcare, and their interest will be grow for adopting the healthcare apps. And they if they also feels the low risk, and they are they getting the many information and reliable information from the website and others, and also if the organization give their support. So the consumer believes on health services will help to enhance the customer intention to adopt the healthcare apps in the daily life. So in hypothesis 4, it is strongly said that the positive correlation with the trust and intention to adopt healthcare apps is positively correlated. So here is the model where shows that the perceived benefit and perceived risk and technology anxiety, these independent variable, three independent variable are relate with the trust. First one is the positive related, and second and third are the negatively correlates. And last one, hypothesis 4, the trust and intention to adopt healthcare app, these are positively correlate. So now is the in methodology and result part. So basically, the cost sectional online survey and descriptive research design method have used.
Sorry to
And
interrupt, sir, but you have 1 minute to conclude.
oh, here we are chosen the 4 age groups, like is also 18 to 35, 36 to 35, and 55. And the period of data collection is May 2024 to July 2024, and there are 250 respondents, and 242 is a valid respondent, and we are use the Likert scale here, and spaces 20 and Amos both are used, and we are using convenient sampling method. And this is the convergent and divergent, basically the reliability and reliability test. So we can show the we can see the result here. Basically, in this result, so the threshold value, all these values are above the threshold limit. So and here the value of AVE and is greater than the MSB, that's the maximum shared squared variance, and average shared squared variance. So it is below 0.8. So the all the convergent and the discriminant validity basically established. And this is the hypothetical result. And here the value of the chi-square and the degree of freedom, the ratio of chi-square and degree of freedom, basically 1.520, which is below the desirable level. And also others, GFI, AGFI, NFI, IFI, CFI, TLFI, and root mean square error approximation, all are comes in the significant model fit. So it clearly shows that the all hypotheses are support in this study. So in this, the theoretical implication, the study has made various contribution to existing study and landscape of the Indian healthcare industry. It's seen that this paper that attempt has been made to understand the conceptual consumer adopting identification of the healthcare apps. This study has notable contributed in the existing literature relating adopting intention of the healthcare app. This paper will help the healthcare marketers understand the benefit of the consumer with the help this app. And there is a managerial implication. The study will help the healthcare software developer to create or customer understand customer need and adopt more eco user friendly apps, which is helpful to the manager. Due to technology advances, it should also be made sure the consumer data should not be leaked the confidence. So the developer will more confident that this study might be helpful for improving the consumer experience in using the healthcare app and the beneficiary level. So last, the conclusion, the current study investigate the trend of using healthcare app to engage customer. The present study has shown that trust has a pivotal effect on adoption intention of healthcare apps. The study represents the association with perceived benefit, perceived risks, and technological anxiety with the intention of adopt healthcare apps by using trust mediator. The key resolution lies the trust established only. Trust can outweigh the feeling risk and anxiety. This will help healthcare industry to design the strategy and healthcare app implementation, the wide acceptance. These are some uh, limitations where the sample size is very less, where the comparing with the population. The study mainly scanned technological behavioral factor clarifying the consumer attitude and intention towards the healthcare of uses. However, it is essential to the recognize the other factors. For example, consumer values may also employ a significant impact on the attitude and use intention of the healthcare apps. The study did not an online survey, and the respondents are chosen as per the convenience. Conducting one-to-one interview can explore in-depth insights regarding customer perceptions about healthcare apps and therefore can address more burning issue. So thank you, sir.
I request session chair, ma'am. Ma'am, do you have any questions?
Yes, Karthik. Sir, can you tell me how you have decided the threshold value?
Actually, from the background study, madam.
How you have done this?
Basically, there are many reference paper from the many reference paper. So we are selecting the values basically for the TFI, CFI, TLFI. Basically, these are above 0.9, and for root mean square error approximation, this is less than 0.06.
So from the past data, you have discovered the value of threshold.
Yes, and also there is a mathematical study, madam. Basically, it's a
Okay.
review as well as a survey. Hello.
Ma'am, do you have any other question? Ma'am, you are on mute.
Yes, Karthik, you may proceed.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay.
Now we are moving towards the closing remark. I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentation and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for your support during the ninth version and of the previous eighth version of the conference. We'll be happy to have you in the 10th version in 2026. All the presenters will be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have already forwarded to the Springer. The publication will be live within 6 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of SMARTCOM 2024. 2025. I also thank our session chair for chairing the session. Ma'am, this is a token of appreciation and love from GR Foundation and partners. I request ma'am to kindly acknowledge our participants.
Thank you, Karthik. And I would like to thank every participant and appreciate their work. And also like to thank all the participants for sharing their valuable research insights with all of us. So thank you so much and best wishes to all the participants.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a motivating words. Now I request everyone to turn on their cameras for a quick virtual snapshot of the conference. I request everyone to kindly turn on their cameras for a quick virtual snapshot of the conference. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, stay connected.